So I've come to the part of town where the slums where the elves live. And here's one of the dark elves.
Of course working for Bolfried isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
How about you?
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
You live in the Grey Quarter?
I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here.
Yeah.
Or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum.
Right.
Take care, friend.
This isn't looking good.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here?
Milk drinker?
Go home to your mother.
Screw you, Orc. You shouldn't talk to me like that.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry?
I could set you on fire. Back off, now.
I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come
Fine, you want it that way?
here. Nothing.
Now, I don't wish to kill this person, so I'm going to use one of my shouts, Kind's Peace, to make you lose your will to fight. It didn't work. That's unfortunate. Alright.
You're not worth it.
There. Didn't have to kill her. Put my
What's
weapon
a
away in
milk
time.
drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
God, people are tense in this place.
Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over.
How are the Dark Elves treated in Windhelm?
Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time.
Why are there so many Dark Elves here?
Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
Yeah, there was a volcanic eruption in Morrowind, and I guess it caused a lot of problems. It was dusty there already, and it became unlivable, I suppose. So, there have been murders in Windhelm?
None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
Right. Hatred on both sides. It's to be expected.
I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
So what is the Grey Quarter?
Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord. He tolerates us, but that's the extent of his hospitality.
So what will he do when the war is over and he doesn't have the Imperials and the Thalmor to worry about? Look at him eating nothing. He may end up beginning some ethnic cleansing. I'm not sure I can support this man after all. So this is the Temple of Talos. Maybe here I can learn something useful. Obviously here the worship of Talos is still going on. Talos is the only god whose life began as a mortal. A Nord man who ascended to godhood. And it is for this reason, among others, that the Thalmor don't want him to be worshipped. But I haven't learned too much about their motivations yet. In all this, I've had difficulty deciding whether the Imperials or the Stormcloaks are on the side of right, but I'm quite convinced that the Thalmor are not. I'm just going to wake up the priest.
I've spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
Fair enough.
Talos created... The way I see it, Ulfric's fighting a holy war.
Maybe.
Someday all of Skyrim will worship Talos openly, as we do here. Yeah. What do you want, little elf?
Just in that little sentence, he told me more than I needed to know. The Empire may be in the wrong in some ways, but they seem more malleable than Ulfric. Maybe in time, when the Thalmor have become less of a threat, they can be persuaded to once again allow the worship of Talos. Because Ulfric's attitude is just unacceptable.
We ought to dig a big hole, throw all them dark elves and Argonians in it, and let them tear each other to pieces.
I'm really tempted to kill this guy. Oh, I could have talked to her, but she went in as soon as she saw this guy.
The Grey Quarter's a disgrace. Them dark elves live like animals.
Maybe because they're fucking poor. You ever think of that? Why do you hate the Dark Elves?
They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have.
You complain
Get
about...
out of my face.
Ugh, I really want to kill you. Is anyone around? Could I get away with this?
See why we let them dark elves live inside the walls. We should kick them out like we did to the Scalebacks.
Scalebacks? That's what you call the Argonians, is it? Ugh, I despise this place already. So, I've come to the house of Belin Hlalu, and that was a noble house in Morrowind. And now look at them.
You lost?
Once great house reduced to living in the slums. And who was speaking? Up here?
The best way for us to win the Nord's respect is through hard work.
I don't think that's going to be good enough. Well, I came to Windhelm ready to be sympathetic to their cause. They do have a just cause, but they have flaws which are impossible to ignore. I cannot in my right mind take the side of those who would draw lines between the races. As flawed as the Empire is, I may have to side with them. But before I make the decision, I'm going to head to Solitudes, and speak with General Tullius, the leader of the Imperial forces in Skyrim, and see what he has to say, and whether he will possibly think that the Empire may ever budge on this question. Fortunately, there's a carriage here, and they can take me straight there.
Need a ride?
Yes, I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Righto.
First time to Solitude?
Yes.
Beautiful old city.